On the 7th of February 2015, exactly a week to Valentine's Day, many Nigerians stayed glued to their television sets, itching to hear the fate of the elections that had been slated to hold today. Now, many hoped that what had been in the rumor mills would not happen, but alas, it did. Eventually, after a nail-biting wait, INEC's boss, Professor Tahiru Jega, made the announcement. The new dates for the elections are March the 28th and April 11th. Good evening and welcome to Nigeria 2015. I am Neota Ebe. The reactions to that announcement have not waned. Many believe the decision to defer the elections was not the product of consultations of the Independent National Electoral Commission. But it is believed that there is no art to read the mind's construction on the face. So, does it mean that everything that has been said shouldn't be taken at face value? At the moment, everyone appears to be ultimately interested in avoiding anything that can upset the apple cart. Whether this underlying interest in system stability would make the politicians play by the rules, it remains to be seen. Tonight, we would also hear from our correspondent Maria Bird in Washington, D.C. As for you back at home, our viewers, our web team has made it possible by giving you several platforms on which you can air your views on the program. First, you can tweet at us using the hashtag Nigeria2015. Please use the Twitter handle at the bottom of the screen at Channel CV and at Neota Ebe. Tell us your views about the elections. If you have further comments, questions, do send us emails to Nigeria2015@channelcv.com. You can also send us pictures or videos of events concerning the elections that are happening around you. Use our Eyewitness platform. Just download the Channel CV app for Android, iOS, and Windows devices. Swipe and follow the instructions. Now, joining us to discuss the postponement and security issues, which is one of the major reasons that was given for the postponement, is a retired colonel of the Nigerian Army, Yami Dare. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Also here is Kayode Idowu, Chief Press Secretary to the INEC Chairman. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And joining us via Skype from Abuja is Ambassador Ademola Aderele, an ECOWAS observer for the elections. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
Let's do a quick run through some of the issues that are believed to be at stake. Now, well, this is talking about the security strategy that was launched, but let's go back to the issues that are at stake. Over about 20 million permanent voters' cards are yet to be collected. I understand that figure has changed now to about 19 million, or maybe less. Mr. Idowu would help us understand the situation, the current situation right now. Number two is that no security guarantee for 4 states in the northeastern part of the country. These are some of the reasons that were given. Financial strain on campaign funds. Now, that's a product of the postponement. That's what many people are saying. But the financial strain is also seen or felt in the economic area of the Nigerian society. Possible loss of political momentum. Now, someone told us yesterday that the number of PVCs that are distributed since the postponement has dropped from 1,000 to about 200 in Abuja. That was our correspondent Linda Akigbe telling us that. Number 5 is that returnees dilemma. Who are the returnees? All those that had to travel from where they are based to where they had registered for the elections. With the postponement, some of them had already traveled for that, collected leave from their offices and had to travel. But now without postponement, all of that, the money spent on all. Number 6 is the speculations over transitions government, even though the federal government has consistently said that is not in the works at all. That is not even being considered whatsoever. Now, a few days before the postponement, or the announcement of the postponement, President Goodluck Jonathan launched the nation's new security strategy document. Would it have any impact on the efforts of the nation's security apparatus in curbing the insurgency in the Northeast? Would it help to guarantee security of lives in the course of the elections? Let's see some of the highlights of that document that was launched by the president. Now, he talked about improved border security, improved efforts to monitor movement of persons and goods within the federation. Intelligence services must be prioritized. These are some of the things that that strategy document that the president was launched was going to help leverage its dominance of its airspace, leverage on the dominance of the airspace, procure advanced technology, and security forces to realign relationship with society. Now, that document was launched by the president a few days before the postponement was announced. We do have a retired Army colonel here who would help us. Let's see what he would have to tell us as regards that document and the elections. Mr. Dari, or Colonel Dari, well, you're a civilian now, should we? Okay, now, you looked at that document, or at least you saw the highlights of the document as launched by the president.
Yes.
Now, look at that document, compare with the reasons given for the postponement. Now, the INEC chairman in his speech said that basically he got information from the security chiefs that the security of lives cannot be guaranteed, and so that forced them to shift the elections. Do you think this document would help to ease that pressure?
Well, Nelta, first I thank you for the opportunity to come here and hear my personal view on what I believe it's a topical issue that borders on going forward in this country of ours. Well, this document, to my mind, will help. It will help a great deal in tackling the Hydra, what seemed to be an Hydra-headed problem of security facing us in this country. You know, these three documents. The first document is on national security strategy, and then the second one is on counter-terrorism strategy, and then the last but not the least is on cyber security plan and strategy too. You agree with me that hitherto the way and manner that security issues have been handled, especially when it comes to the issue of terrorists, there hasn't been any particular structure or document that is known to all. Yeah, that they're working by. Okay. You know, so I believe that with this document we must really see lights, you know, at the end of the tunnel. You know, when it comes to dealing with terrorists, you know, maybe dealing with their matters, their cases with dispatch. You know, I believe that this document will go a long way in helping to tackle the security situation in the country, and especially even the one on the cyber security and strategy. You know, because if you look at our communication infrastructure, you know, the way these criminals and terrorists have taken, they've had a field day. They've had a field day, you know, and this has affected in no small measure the national economy, you know.
Okay, so let's leave the security issue. You said it will help. Let's come back to Mr. Edo. First of all, let's start with the update on the PVC distribution. What's changed?
Yeah, quite something has changed. I wouldn't say a lot has changed because, like you rightly said in your introduction, unfortunately, this cultural tendency of leaving things till the last moment is also playing out now. Since the rescheduling, the collection rate has dropped substantially. But before the rescheduling, we were already getting up to 49,000 collection rate. We were going
49.
Up to, yes, we were going million? Up to about 70. Sorry,
49,000. You said.
Yes.
Okay.
PVCs. We were going up to, because as at 10th, we were on 47.9 thousand.
Per day?
No, total. You know,
okay.
Out of 68. I mean, sorry, 49 million.
Okay.
Sorry. 49 million. Pardon me. 49 million.
Okay.
As at 10th of February, which was Monday, we were on 47.9 million. Then days added to it. So we were, as at now, we have gone beyond 49 million. Now, but I can tell you, if the rescheduling had not happened, we'll have gone a lot beyond that. Because between Friday and Monday, Friday 5th, and Monday, which was 9th, we distributed more than 2.5 million cards in a matter of 3 days or so. More than 2.5 million cards, because that was about the time the deadline we initially said was going to close. And that shows the potential that was there. But of course, it has dropped considerably now because the rescheduling has happened. So people have the opportunity. For me, the challenge is how to make sure that in collection, the turnout will thin out towards the third, fourth week of the rescheduling, rather than have a lull now, and then in the third, fourth week, you have another resurgence, whereby people will be scampering.
So that figure we have on the slides we showed earlier, about 20 million to 19 million, that figure has definitely come down.
No, about 19 million.
About 19 million are yet to pick up their
But by the time I get the report, as of today we speak, most likely it will have come down.
Okay. The issue, the main reason that was given for the shift was the security of lives. That was the main reason that was given. But many people believe that that shift is not the product of consultations of INEC. Do you agree with that?
I wouldn't know exactly what that means. Because
that INEC was arm twisted into shifting these elections.
No, there's nothing like that. The law provides, you see, the law guarantees INEC, for INEC, the prerogative to take decision on the scheduling of elections. That is clear. And the commission acted on that provision of the law. But yes, it acted on the consideration of the realities, which are not within its control, but yes, there are realities that confronted it. And it took the decision in the full awareness of the fact that it takes responsibility for that decision. And that's why it took so long. In your introduction, you talked about the whole nation waiting almost endlessly till midnight that day, because the commission was in no doubt as to the gravity of the decision that it had to take.
Yes, indeed, because, I mean, a couple of days before that, even at the National Council of State meeting, I mean, the INEC chairman was said to have said that they are ready. Before that meeting, the INEC chairman was quoted as saying, INEC is ready for the elections. And they will continue the distribution of the permanent voters' cards, even if it means on the day of the election.
No, he never said on the day of the election. He said until the eve of the election. Until the eve? Yes.
Okay.
Although he said there was no law that forbade INEC from distributing on the day of the election, but we want to avoid that because that could be disruptive.
So does it mean that INEC wasn't too sure of itself before it made all those assertions
but
that they're ready?
if you also look at the presentation to the